Right now. Come on everybody, get crazy 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 right now. That was 2003 to 2007 for anyone who missed it. Thank you all. This is new material, so forgive me. Okay. In the last couple of weeks, my friend and I, we booked our comedy festival show. We are doing a show about art. They hang it on walls in places and stuff, and you can look at it and everything. The reason why we're doing art is I actually, the most influential art piece in my life is a poem I once saw on the wall of a toilet when I was a child. Toilet, not a toilet. I was trying to think. And yeah, it was a poem, and it said, some come here to sit and think. Some come here to shit and stink, yet I come here to scratch my balls and write this bullshit on the walls. Now, I believe that this poem, this simple little stanza, encompasses all of humanity. Because there are those of us, you know, friends like this who are sort of disconnected from the everyday life. They'll sort of work a job, they'll probably breed at some stage, but they'll never really contribute, they'll never really be engaged with the world as a whole. And those people, they sit and think in the bathroom. They sit and think, eventually possibly pass something unimpressive, and then leave. You know, there's nothing really majorly going on with those people. And then the second type of person is those who shit and stink, the doers in our society, our sports people, our generals, our politicians, you know, those who contribute and continue and affect change in their universe as a whole, you know, people like, you know, John F. Kennedy, Rommel, Martin Luther King, he shat and stank all over America. Martin Luther King shitting and stinking. As I say that, I realise that's probably not the nicest thing to say about the doctor, but he was a doer. He'd understand my mistake. You know, and finally, the people, Beethoven, Da Vinci, Michelangelo, they are forever and always, from now on until eternity and before us, forever and always shitting and stinking and scratching their balls and writing their bullshit all over our walls. Now, I will mention that I did slightly lie at the start of this bit. I said that I read it when I was a child in a toilet. I didn't actually read it in a toilet, unfortunately. I read it on the wall of the interior of an adventure playground, Westerfolds Park. I don't know, which isn't a bathroom, but someone had seen it in a bathroom and thought, oh, that's clever, I'll copy it. You know, so outside, you know, it did seem slightly nonsensical where it was placed. But in their defence, they did attempt to add context to the poem by using the adventure playground as a bathroom. So, you know, I guess I still was able to appreciate it in its original form. Yeah. That's a new bit I'm working on, so there's no segue into the next bit, which is about... Right. I've got a genuine question. I like this because this is an actual question I have. What cup size does a woman have to be before I can pass comment on it, not as a hostile expression of the male gaze, but as a genuine startled reaction at a surprising natural phenomenon? Like a flock of ostriches running down the streets, or a hippopotamus in a bathtub. I mean, I'm not unhappy that the hippopotamus is in a bathtub. I do perhaps wonder where he buys his clothes and if he has back problems. You know, but I still feel that it is both passing comment on. I kind of actually, the way I figure it, a slightly small woman with double E breasts seems to be about the point where you can mention something. I'm only judging this because this is the point at which, like normal people, other people, it seems to elicit an involuntary vocal reaction, like shit or please be. So yeah, I was wondering. I've actually come into contact with this because recently I've been working in women's clothing and working in women's clothing, working with the fitting and suggesting things for people. When clothing's too small, it makes your tits look good, and when it's too big, it's really comfortable to move around in. But there's this sweet spot where clothing is really uncomfortable and constricting, but still formless and unpleasant to look at, and that's where fashion happens. Seems to be the point. I am wondering, the breast fixation, I grew up in the 90s, and there were women around in the 90s, like Pamela Anderson and possibly some others, any particularly busty women that I could use for this bit. Jordan appeared in the early 2000s, but yes, she was of the form, and Posh Spice towards the end of the 90s, who had these fake breasts that were called bolt-ons, and you'll know what they looked like, because they were weird, pointed. It was like you were permanently wearing a 1960s era bra. The formation of them, the reason they started showing up in the 90s was at the end of the first Gulf War, they had a whole bunch of Tomahawk missiles, and they repurposed the nose cones, apparently very durable. There was only one downside to them. If the woman was having lunch with friends at an outdoor cafe, there was a danger that they'd get up and start chasing the heat signature of the passing traffic. The only thing that could save them would be if one of the drivers flicked a lit cigarette out the window and it confused the guidance system and they'd go spinning off harmlessly into trees. It was great. But I did genuine research for the bit, and I asked my female friends, I said, at what point can I ask? And they said, yes, a small woman with double A breasts, I can, say something to a friend who happens to be next to me or whatever. And they said, yes, you can say that as long as you really emphasise the disgust you feel towards the woman. As long as you really say, I don't know how anyone could find that attractive, how anyone could leave their house looking like that. And this is fine because apparently she's a husband-stealing bitch who's really stupid. Crowdsource that one. Anyway, yes. Reading the words on my hand. So finally, yes, this is topical material. I'm seeing if I can hold on for it, if anyone still remembers the story. Star Wars was bought out by Disney. I don't know if anyone managed to keep track of this. And I was, it was quite, Star Wars has been bought by Disney. They're going to be doing the new films. There's one person in the room, I will continue. Yes, Star Wars has been bought by Disney, the people who make Aladdin and everything, and that's really cool, right? Now, when I was a kid, I loved Star Wars. I was really passionate about Star Wars. There's a bit in Empire Strikes Back where Darth Vader has all the bounty hunters lined up to hunt Han Solo. I know the names and backstories of every one of those second scene characters. Like, they're there for 5 seconds. Okay, there's IG-88. He's sort of a Frankenstein monster of a robot. His consciousness was uploaded to the Death Star and was destroyed in the final minutes of Return of the Jedi. Okay, there's Dengar. His face was destroyed in a fight with Han Solo, who's sort of wrapped up in bandages. There's Zuckuss and Forlom. Zuckuss is an insect-looking alien that is becoming a Jedi, and Forlom is a robot who's also trying to become a Jedi because he's friends with Zuckuss. And then there's Bosch, and he's a sort of lizard-looking creature, and then that's all of them, right? I haven't frequently known the touch of a woman. But, yeah, no, so I was ready, and then in 1999, Phantom Menace came out, and went and saw that, and it wasn't a good movie, and I didn't really like Star Wars so much after that. Now, yeah, the thing was, I saw it, it's not a good movie, but the common internet thing after this was they said, George Lucas raped my childhood. You raped my childhood. Now, I'm a person who's perhaps frequently been accused of trivialising the act of sexual assault. But I can't help but feel that might be a slight overestimate. The only thing I would possibly say is that after The Phantom Menace came out, it was a little bit Like, I do remember saying to my mum, you know, I don't really want to talk about Star Wars, and she'd say, why don't you want to play with your figurines? And I said, you know, I'm not that interested. It was a little bit like after you've been molested by a piano teacher and you don't want to play the piano. In that one instance, in no other. Like, apart from that, that was fine. But anyway, well, finally, if my phone can work. Oh, shit, I've actually left it in the hollow. Claire. Well, actually, because the president of Disney announced that they were continuing the Star Wars saga. You know, this saga of swords and, you know, aliens and everything from across the galaxy. This great family adventure story. And this is how the CEO of Disney announced that they were continuing this exciting, you know, moment in film history. This transaction combines a world-class portfolio of content, including Star Wars, one of the greatest family entertainment franchises of all time, with Disney's unique and unparalleled creativity across multiple platforms, businesses, and markets to generate sustained growth and drive significant long-term value. I thought I'd share that with you all because when I started reading that paragraph, by the time I got to the end, I could no longer feel love. I just thought I'd share that with you all. Anyway, I did share that with you all so that you'd all know the point at which the aliens arrived on our planet to drive their spaceships with dead children's dreams. Thank you very much.